What's up, guys? Slime Fried Duelists back at it again. Card of the week time. Hey, how's it going? Let's get a little bit more light in here before the sun dies in 5 minutes. Alright, I promised it last week. 6 cents, card of the week. Why should this card come back to 3? You're gonna find out. Maybe by the end of this video. Sure to like, subscribe, Slime Fried Duelists forever. Ugh. Gotta move this camera. Hey, getting more comfortable now. Getting more comfortable. So 6 cents is a normal strap card. You already know what this card does, but I'm gonna read it anyways. Declare 2 numbers from 1 to 6, then your opponent rolls a 6-sided die, and if the result is one of those numbers you declared, you draw that many cards. Otherwise, send a number of cards on the top of your deck to the graveyard equal to the result. So it's just a win-win, no matter what. Only been printed once in TCG, as a common in Legendary Collection for Joey, you know. Pretty solid stuff, currently banned. Currently banned in both TCG and OCG. And it was emergency limited upon release in October 2013, by the way. And it was banned the following format. So, you know, pretty balanced. So why do I think this card should come back to 3? Jared, are you stupid? We're already playing in degenerate formats. Why would you want 6 cents back? Well, it's because we have Red Reboot as a card. Remember when everyone was hyped about Red Reboot? And now no one cares? Yeah. Me too. Me too. I was one of those people. I thought Red Reboot was a good card. It's whatever though. So 6 cents was around for legitimately one format. Apparently it was in a deck in October 2016. What? That had to have been some kind of duel. Interesting. It was around from October to December of 2013 and was used primarily in Dragon Rulers because they don't really care. They want their dragons engraved and it's ridiculous. So the main thing you would do with 6 cents is just call 5 and 6, because if you get it right, you draw 5 or 6 cards. Otherwise, you mill up to 4 cards. And in Dragon Rulers, especially, since they don't really care, it legitimately was a win-win. Whatever you got did not matter. This card was the freest thing in the world. I think this was the legendary $20 common. I don't remember exactly how much it was, so don't quote me on the price there. But we gotta get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Why should it come back? I might be exaggerating when I say it should come back to 3. I do think it will eventually have a chance, and it should be tested. But I think definitely it could come back to 1. Mainly because nobody wants to play trap cards right now. Like, the whole state of the game is how fast can I do my shit turn 1. And, you know, end the game turn 2. Like, the only couple decks right now that I think would really get use out of it are Lightsworn and, like, Altergeist and maybe Burning Abyss. Maybe. That's reaching Burning Abyss right there. But Altergeist would get very limited use out of it because they don't necessarily want things engraved, so they would hope for the 5 and the 6, you know. And be like, please let me draw cards so I can play my deck. But in Lightsworn, it would definitely be good because, you know, no matter what, it's free. But I'm gonna talk about remembering Necros format when they decided, hey, we just released this super powerful deck that has like turn 0 kills, and what should we do now? Let's bring back Snatch Steal, guys. And they brought back Snatch Steal for 1 format. I want more formats like that. I want a lot more formats like that, where they just bring back 1 random ass ban card and just let everyone have it for a format. Like, I want Dimension Fusion back for 1 format. I would love 6 cents back for 1 format. Ultimate Offering for 1 format, but you know, True Draco would just cream everybody at that point. Time Seal, that card can just come back in general. Like, I want all of these cards back for 1 format, at least. Like, the Dragon Rulers themselves, I think now is a safe time for them to come back. Dragon Rejuvenation? No, Super Rejuvenation. I almost said Dragon Ravine. Super Rejuvenation. That card can just come back to 3 in its own right. Who's unironically playing Blue Eyes nowadays? Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Am I right? Like, the ban list is filled with so many cards that don't need to be there, and the game state is so stale that I feel like if we got these formats where they just bring back random ass banned cards for just that one format, especially now since they can end them whenever they want. If it ends up being a huge problem, they can just end it. They don't have the set ban list dates. So I don't see what the issue is with testing the waters and bringing back random ass shit like 6th Sense. At least for one format. And you might see nobody plays it just because it's slow now. It's a trap card. You have to set it. Unless you're playing Temple of the Kings, then you can activate it from your hand once per turn. Shit like that. You know, Mask of Darkness, put it on top of your deck or get it back or some shit. But I guess I should address if it could come back to 3. 30 years from now, maybe. I definitely think that TCG and OCG lists should be merged, and that every card on both of the lists should be looked at in some way, shape, or form. And I think upon looking at 6th Sense with the current state of the game, yes, it's a good card. It can net you serious advantage, but the game is super fast now. It's so much faster than when 6th Sense was released, and it was actually pretty fast when 6th Sense was out. So for the games now end in 2 to 3 turns. During Dragon Ruler format, 2 to 3 turns was there, but you know, it wasn't all the time. Sometimes games would drag out to 10, 20 turns if you just had to keep going. I don't know about 20, but you know, Dragon Ruler Spellbook mirror matches, those would go forever. It seemed like they could take a long time just because of how those decks function. They needed their opponent to function. Nowadays you can just be like, oh cool dude, 30 cards on board, cha-cha-ching, max C in hand, and set 6th Sense. What is the 6th Sense going to do for you after your turn 1? That's the thing. You can maybe draw into a hand trap. Okay, I get it. You could maybe draw into a hand trap. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just flip it in standby phase. Fuck it, you know? Whatever. But the game now is just so turn 1 oriented and getting your shit out there as fast as possible that a card like 6th Sense has no place in a lot of decks. And that is why I think it should come back at least to 1 for at least one format. And I think if it does that, eventually it would be able to go to 2, then to 3. So there's my crackpot theory. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, subscribe, Slide for Red Duels Forever. We'll be seeing you. Peace is the end of the video. Next week, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do next week? Next week will be a spell card. There we go. I don't have one in mind. Maybe I do. You'll find out later, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe, Slide for Red Duels Forever. Peace. We'll be seeing you. I love you. Bye.